Well, it looks like it's time again for another diorama. Stay tuned for this giant build. Buddy, this is Paul Knapp and welcome back to my channel. We are back to making a 1/12 scale diorama. This diorama is for a friend of mine, Craig. So hopefully when he sees this video, he'll see his how the diorama was actually put together. I shouldn't say a good friend of mine. He's a friend of mine. A good friend, I'd be doing this for free. I'm not doing this for free. This is a lot of work. So I'm charging Craig for this one, and he knows that. But he asked for a city diorama. He's from New York City originally, and he just wanted a background scene. I said, "Do you want battle damage on this?" He's like, "Nope, no battle damage. I just want some buildings, skyscrapers, chain link fence, not a lot of grass, a lot of road, a lot of sidewalks." And I'm like, great. So those of you that do dioramas, you know when there's no battle damage involved, it's any mistakes you make, you can't call it battle damage. So you got to be really careful when you're using your knife and scoring things. So this diorama is 18 inches wide by 4 foot long, and I did put a backer board behind that, so it's on MDF board. I glued that down. This is going to be the first, I'm calling it an apartment building with a store at the bottom. This is going to sit here on this side, and I've already put in 2 apartment levels with a storefront of some sort underneath. Probably going to put an awning on that or something. I'm not sure what we're going to do there. Maybe a tattoo parlor, corner drugstore, something like that. But so we got 6 windows up here, all the same size, and then these strips here are going to go on the side of it. You won't really see these. Of course, everything will be magnetized so you can take it apart. How did I come up with these sizes? I figured a 6-inch figure. That's a 6-inch door. These are all 2.5 wide, which is about the average door frame size. So 2.5 inches equals 2.5 feet. And that's what we're looking at here. So I've already cut, you can see my cut lines for my horizontal cuts. And I got to work on the 3rd floor here, finish that, and then I can start my brickwork. The worst thing about dioramas is brickwork. So I always cut or show all my windows and doors, so that's less brickwork I have to do, as you can see here. So after I finish all the brickwork, I will cut out the squares and get started on this building. So follow me along on this journey. Okay, so here we are 3 weeks later, and this thing took a crazy turn, as you probably saw in the still photos that I've been taking throughout this ordeal, this journey that my buddy Craig Felder put me on. So when he originally asked me to make him a diorama, he said, I want it to look just like the one that is at the Toy Meister in the shop. Well, the one that he was referring to had a 2-story building over here like this. It had a storage unit, I think somewhere on this side, and then just one building in the middle, or maybe it was 2, but they were low buildings. Nothing specific, had some grass area, not a bunch, so I said, okay, so as you saw from the beginning photos and the video that I had at the beginning of this, I was starting to work on this piece. And I got that one finished, not painted yet, but I just had it in the pink foam. And then I was starting on this one to box off the back end. And then I was thinking about what to put in the middle. Then he comes with me and he says, oh, by the way, here's what I want. This is after I've already started this building and had that one almost complete with exception of painting. He goes, I want a 3-story apartment complex with a grocery store at the bottom, or some type of store at the bottom, a corner store. I said, well, I've already got this one started. This was just gonna be a 3-story apartment building. I said, is it okay if I do the grocery store deli looking like this and not be directly at the corner? He said, yeah, that's fine. He said, it doesn't have to look like this picture. He said, that'll work. Just do that, and we're gold. I said, okay. Then he says, I need to have a strip club, specifically this one. I said, Craig, the size of that building would take up half of the street right here. I said, I can't, I could do it, but that's gonna be one building, maybe a building and a half. He's like, no, he said, just get a door or 2 doors and maybe one of the windows in there, and then we'll put the sign on top. I said, what about the top part? He said, nope, just a 1-story building. I said, okay, that's doable. So here's what I came up with, and I'll take it apart later and show you, but I printed this sign off from the internet. This was just an internet picture. Those were the actual signs they had on the doors, on one of the other pictures that I saw. And then what I did was, so it wasn't connected to this building, I put a little chain link fence gate, 6-foot gate, and it does swing open, and that would be the entrance for the dancers, the side entrance or back entrance for the employees, if you will. So these doors don't open; those are just for show. So, and the next one he said, I want this auto repair shop. I was like, Craig, that's 2.5 stories right there. That's 3 bays. I mean, my gosh, that's gonna take up definitely all the rest of this. He said, no, just do 2 bays and 1 door. I said, well, even if I do 2 bays, they're not gonna be the size of a car for a 1/12 scale figure, And he goes, I don't care if I have a top level, so don't worry about the yellow. He said, but I want all these signs, or as many of those signs as you can get, to make it look like an auto repair shop. So this is my version of that auto repair shop. I painted it that fire engine red, just like the picture, as best I could. I got most of the signage in, as you can see, the wheel alignments, brake service. I picked 2 of the signs up top. I didn't want to use the Firestone one because I didn't want red on red. And I did a different complete auto repair sign, but I put it right above the door. So is it exactly like that? No, not even really, but I guess it's my rendition of it, and it's pretty close. So hopefully he likes that. Then he goes, I gotta have some type of condemned building on this. I said, Craig, I said, if you want this building, it's not gonna work, because I had already had the sidewalks in there. I said, if I put this on that strip, it would come out here to the street. It just wouldn't look right. He said, no, I don't have to have that. Just build me a building with, boarded up windows and stuff, look like a condemned building. So that's what I did. With the space that I had left, I did some broken sidewalk, broken steps, and then just boarded it up. No windows in this. I kind of left some space so it would look like, broken boards, or boards weren't perfect. And just put a simple door, doorknob. I also did this different type of brick, which I had never done before, on the sides, just to make it look a little different. Of course, the straws, used those before, so most of this stuff is in my other videos. I only did 2 windows in each one, and those were hard because I didn't have any windows. I was actually doing 2 of these doors with no windows, and he said he wanted some windows, and I had to go back and cut those out, which was really a pain in the butt. So hopefully he likes it. And then lastly, the storage area, and just did something simple. Had to put a sign up for my buddy Craig, but he could take that off. I didn't put that in permanent. And I also made this you could switch this around if you'd like, and it's the Big Apple mini storage, so he could put that sign in there, flip it around and put it that way. But for right now, it's gonna be graffiti. Hello, my name is Craig, New York City. So I also made him 2 55-gallon drums. So showed some pictures of those, and I threw in a pallet. So everything is magnetized as always. This is one unit right here. Oh, one thing I did throw in there, I didn't like it being totally open like this. So I did some blinds, just some simple blinds across there to make it look like it was lived in. And then I did hard to see back there, but this is a piece that comes out, and it's just a picture of a store. And I made a section back here where it can fit in. And when you look at it this way or take pictures that way, sorry for the glare, but it looks like the store, so from the inside. Simple little things. Got that off the internet. All the signage from the internet, pretty much. You can see right there. Hopefully that's focusing a little better. Again, this whole unit is one magnetized piece that can come off. The gate, the fence piece, that pulls up. So I just made the post a little bit longer so that swivels. I did put 2 manhole covers in here. One on that side of the street, one on this side of the street. Now this section is connected. So these 2 buildings are connected, but again, magnetized, so that can come up like that. This section is magnetized by itself, and so is the end piece. This is a separate section, so it all breaks down. The only other thing I did for him, some people have seen this before, maybe you haven't. I made so the door can come open, or I made a door halfway, and I put some toothpicks in there so he could stick that in there and push it up and make it look like the door was halfway up. So you get the idea. I'm trying to do this with one hand, but so I made 2 different doors for him, one full door, one half door, and I think that's about it. I'm still not done with this project, however, because at the last minute he says, oh, I have to have some type of subway entrance, and he gives me a picture of this, and I'm like, I've never made that, nor can I cut that into the base and have it go down. He's like, no, I just want it on top so I can move it and set it anywhere on the street. So basically it's gonna be a standalone extra piece where he could put it anywhere in the street. So I'm in the process of this, just making that out of balsa wood, and gonna keep it simple. I think I'm just gonna paint the bottom black, look like a hole going down into the ground, and then at each corner to have these. So I will show a picture of this later when it's totally finished, hopefully, on this video. But until now, I think the New York City street is pretty well done, and just moving on to the subway entrance. So hope you guys like this. Again, I will show some pictures of the owner of this when I deliver it to him. And everybody else, if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please contact me. Leave me a message. I always reply to every message. And hope you guys enjoyed this video.